City of Compton has agreed to pay the families of two Samoan brothers $6 million. Puvi and Italia Tualalele were killed by Compton police officer Alfred Skiles during a domestic dispute in 1991. Their brothers were shot a total of 19 times. Many members of the Samoan community protested, demanded an investigation. Today's out-of-court settlement was reached only days before a civil case was scheduled to go to trial. A criminal case against Officer Skiles involved ended in a mistrial. And LA police tonight are looking for imposters who pretended to be police officers and then robbed a Lincoln Heights home instead. Enrique Lopez says the robbers came to his home and flashed badges. Then they handcuffed the family and ransacked the place. They took a TV, some money, and jewelry and then fled. Police say that there is a simple step that you can take to protect yourself from these imposters.
If you have any doubt whether this person is a valid utility person or police officer, merely call. Police department will definitely verify it.
Well, detectives say that there were two similar break-ins earlier this year, and in all cases, the victims were either elderly or immigrants.
Did an awful lot of damage there. Former LA policeman Lawrence Powell took the witness stand today during phase 2 of Rodney King's lawsuit against the city. Powell once again denied any wrongdoing, even though he's currently serving a prison sentence for his part in the beating of King. He said that night King seemed to have superhuman strength and said he was concerned that King might be shot unless police were able to restrain him. In this phase of the trial, the jury will decide whether Powell and 14 others should personally have to pay damages to King. Closing arguments are scheduled to begin tomorrow in the trial of Lance Parker. Parker is accused of firing a shotgun at Reginald Denny's truck at the beginning of the LA riots. He's also charged with firing at a woman in a white car and at a Unocal gas station on the corner of Florence and Normandy, the flashpoint of the riots. During the trial, Henry Watson and Damian Williams were both called to testify. Watson says he never saw Parker or heard any shotgun blasts.
Prosecutors in the Michael Jackson child molestation case say that they are not ready to wrap up their investigation, not yet. LA District Attorney Gil Garcetti and prosecutors in Santa Barbara claim that it is still too early to decide whether or not criminal charges should be filed. So far, the 14-year-old boy who alleges Jackson molested him has refused to testify. The pop singer has already settled an out-of-court agreement with the teenager, reportedly worth millions of dollars. And legal problems tonight for another singer, Michael Bolton, who has made a career out of doing remakes of other people's songs. Well, that's Bolton redoing the Otis Redding hit Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, singing at the Hollywood Bowl in '92. Now a federal jury has ruled that he stole that song from the Isley Brothers, the song from 1966 called Love is a Wonderful Thing. Well, that song was not a hit for the Isleys, but it was for Bolton. The jury next must decide what damages to award the Isley Brothers.
I think I understand that.
I do.
We don't know if it qualifies as fine dining, but the daily meals for some Northern California prison inmates have some people wondering what's going on up there. Now, these inmates don't eat regular prison slop. No, sir. Their meals, every one of them, come from Denny's. The reason why? Their prison has no kitchen. The jail took bids, and Denny's came in the cheapest at $3 per meal.
One cold and two hot. They have to have one cold meal and two hot every day.
Now, Jackson County dietitian selects the food, so the inmates don't actually get to pick their own meals. If they did, we doubt if the favorite would be the Grand Slammer.
Oh, that's... Ooh.
That's one of mine, though.
Ooh, bad pun. Bad. Maybe it was Lenny's. Lenny's song, Love is a Wonderful Thing.
You confuse that with a commercial.
I'm right, I am confused. You wouldn't believe what's falling out of the skies over Texas. Look. Straight ahead tonight. Mother Nature gives them hail. Steve Rambo returns with our own forecast.
And later on, could it have been Princess Babs? She says yes, if only. The tales are coming up.
Escape. Calvin Klein. Your gift with any $38.50 Escape purchase at the Broadway.
Now, Universal Studios takes you where only we can, into Jurassic Park, to go behind the scenes of the biggest blockbuster of all time, to walk the sets and learn the secrets that brought the dinosaurs back to life in the most amazing exhibit ever. Then take the greatest ride in history and go screaming through time on Back to the Future. Share the magic of the movies at Universal Studios Hollywood. But hurry, because May 30th, the behind the scenes of Jurassic Park exhibit will be extinct. Get a coupon from McDonald's to save $5.
Having trouble making ends meet? Your Allstate agent can help you tie it all together. Because now, when you put both your car and house insurance in our hands, you could save money on both. And if you have an excellent driving record, you might even save more. Just call an Allstate agent. You could save a bundle. You're in good hands with Allstate.
If you're not shopping at Ross,
you're paying too much for name brand and designer clothing.
And who wants to do that?
The Action News weather is sponsored by your Southern California Chrysler Plymouth dealers. Buy or lease a Chrysler Plymouth from a dealer near you.
It's not surprising that people have been trading in cars for the Chrysler Town & Country minivan. What is surprising is which cars. And now, for 1994, the Chrysler Town & Country has a 3.8-liter high-torque engine, dual airbags, and meets all 1998 car safety standards. Let the defections continue.
Buy or lease one at your Southern California Chrysler Plymouth dealer.
Kind of weather that car owners hate. Texas-size hail. Watch this. A hailstorm pounding its way through Fort Worth today. Ooh, listen to that. Every time one of those things hits the car, ding, ding, and more dinging. Ooh.
Some of that hail looked like it had Titleist written all over it, didn't it? Some
know
golf
about
ball,
that.
some golf ball size hail.
Yeah, you probably hit a few of those yourself.
Off into the bushes. Steve Rambo joining us now with the weather. We've had some weird weather of our own.
It has been interesting here in Southern California, more like mountain winter type weather. It will continue that way again tomorrow. The frontal system that passed on through is not done, actually the low pressure area, and it's more of it left over and more cold air associated with it. So we're talking about more instability and another chance of showers once we get the daytime heating to work with all those fueling systems. Let's go for today and recap what happened, and then we'll talk about what's gonna happen. High today was 58. The low was 53. You can blame that 5-degree temperature range on the clouds and the half-inch of rain that fell at the Civic Center. Almost a record amount of rainfall, missed it by 1/100th of an inch. Our season total is now at 7.5 inches, still half of what would be normal for this time of year. So we're still struggling with rain, even though we have some. More to come. So as you look at the showers, don't worry too much about them unless they're causing you problems, because we need them. There's a low pressure area right about here. As it spins around in a counterclockwise direction, it's going to create more showers, bring us some cloudy conditions later on tonight, and some very gusty winds. That will last through the rest of the night tonight, with our low tonight down to about 50 degrees. Winds gusting out of the southwest at 25 miles an hour. We had a wind advisory in effect for the deserts. That will continue in effect until later on tonight. About 30 minutes from now, we should take that one out. Let's go to the 5-day outlook and see what's coming up for the next several days for you. Okay, because of the leftover instability from that low pressure area, we're going to call for scattered showers tomorrow, becoming pretty intense during the midday tomorrow. That's what it looks like that frontal system will pass on through. Everything should begin to clear out Wednesday afternoon. That's when the winds will pick up for everyone. Right now, it's just a desert and mountain problem. Then Thursday looks beautiful, partly cloudy, windy. Friday, great. Saturday, fantastic, back up to 73 degrees. And then, well, we'll look at Sunday and Monday later on, but there may be some changes later in the weekend.
Really?
Yeah.
As long as we get people driving sensibly on the freeways, we need this rain.
Take your time, give yourself some distance and some space.
Thank you, Steve.
All right.
Well, Magic Johnson is about to make yet another exit from the Lakers. How many now? I don't know. Most of his money is on this guy to replace him. Up next, we'll tell you all about this guy.
And a pro football shocker. He wins the Heisman, but when it comes to the NFL draft, he gets the what rhymes with draft. Jim Mill has the story next.
What do you want in a newspaper besides the news?
Is this still hot or not? I'll be there. Can 2 alcoholics live happily ever after?
Do protein supplements really make a difference?
Introducing Life and Style, a colorful news section of the Times, filled with more of the personal news that's important to you, along with all your favorites.
Is there such a thing as a good low-fat pizza?
Life and Style, it's a new view for the 90s.
Good news from Buick, the 1994 California Skylark.
Better news. This one comes with a powerful quad overhead cam engine.
And a long list of power touches and extras, standard on this value-priced Skylark.
Compared to Honda Accord LX, Nissan Altima, or Mazda 626 LX, the Buick Skylark is value-priced right to begin with, under $15,000.
Buick quality and reputation. That's the best news of all.
All over the world, when people are late, you're guaranteed to hear excuses.
The alarm clock broke.
Mein Goldfisch ist gestorben.
Probleme de cheveux? At UPS, however, we guarantee we'll be on time. In fact, we now guarantee on-time delivery to hundreds of cities around the world, or your money back. So while you might hear, you'll never hear it from us.
Ready to celebrate? I am, because Orchard Supply Hardware is coming to a location nearby with more hardware and garden supplies than anyone.
Over 45,000 items. Pay no sales tax this weekend at Orchard Supply Hardware, Pasadena, Burbank, and Van Nuys.
Eternity, Calvin Klein.
Your gift with any $32 Eternity from Men purchase at Robinson's May.
Patino, not Patino.
Get to know that name.
Okay.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't
you got
think so.
New information on this?
New information. Let me tell you exactly what we know about Mr. Rick Pitino. Could Coach Pitino from Kentucky be roaming the sidelines next year as the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers? Well, Pitino, who coached in the NBA with the New York Knicks, is the Lakers' first choice to succeed outgoing Magic Johnson. Pitino was in Lexington, Kentucky tonight meeting with his Wildcat players amidst reports that he may be in Los Angeles next year. However, Kentucky Athletic Director C.N. Newton says that Pitino is going nowhere.
Four seniors who stuck with this program.
I will tell you this, and I've talked with Rick for 2 days. There have been no serious negotiations of any type with the Lakers. Now, sure he's talked with the Lakers. He's I don't know who else he's talked with, but all that speculation that's out there is very concerning to me.
Now, tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning, Pitino will be holding a press conference to announce his plans. Major League Baseball action now. The Angels started their 8-game swing through the East by winning 2 out of their first 3 games, but lately they've hit a wall. Coming into tonight's game against those Yankees, the Angels have dropped 3 in a row, and you just knew it was going to be a long night for the Angels in the bottom half of the first inning. Paul O'Neill singles to right field, and the ball goes right under Tim Salmon's glove. Wade Boggs scores while O'Neill goes to third base, and the Yankees are up 2-0 after 1 inning. Now, New York breaks the game wide open in the 3rd inning with the bases loaded. Matt Noakes clears the decks with his grand slam home run over the right center field wall, and the Yankees lead comfortably at 6-0. Next batter, Bernie Williams. He drives the ball over the wall in left field, and Angel right-hander Mark Leiter gives up 7 runs in 5 innings, and the Yankees embarrass the Angels by a score of 11-1. Out at Camden Yards tonight, Cal Ripken was double trouble for the Oakland A's. He smacked a couple of doubles, driving in 3 runs to lead Baltimore past the A's by a score of 8-6. So scores now in the American League tonight: victories for the Royals and for the Twins, and the Milwaukee Brewers and Mariners both get victories. In the National League, the Dodgers took the night off. However, they will be back in action tomorrow night when they take on the Philadelphia Phillies. That game will be out at the Chavez Ravine. But tonight in Florida, Gary Sheffield gives Fish fans something really to cheer about when he turns on that Tom Glavine offering. Sheffield's 6th home run of the year gave the Marlins a 2-0 lead. And little-known David Weathers fooled the Braves and their batters all night long, giving up only 1 run in 7 innings of work, and Florida beat the Braves by a score of 4-3. A very light schedule in the National League tonight. The Reds and Astros get a win, and the Rockies knock off the St. Louis Cardinals. Stanley Cup playoff action. Patrick Waugh proved once again he's the best goaltender in the league. He stopped 60 of 61 Boston shots, and the Montreal Canadiens beat the Boston Bruins 2-1 in overtime. Montreal now leads the series 3-2. A couple of other playoff games for you tonight. The Penguins cut the Capitals lead to 3-2, and the Devils take a 3-2 lead over the Buffalo Sabres. Now, as you might know, tonight is fight night out at the Forum. Super flyweight champion Julio Cesar Balboa put his title on the line against Jorge Luis Roman. Look at Tricia go to work here. Balboa beat battered and bruised Roman for 4 rounds until the fight was finally stopped. Well, Bohr improves his record to 22-4. Now, Charlie Ward and Perry Klein have nothing in common except they both play quarterback, right? Ward was a Heisman Trophy winner for Florida State, while Klein played for tiny CW Post. Obviously, the Heisman Trophy doesn't hold as much weight as it used to. Ward became the first Heisman winner in 35 years to be bypassed in the NFL draft. And Klein, well, he was selected 111th by the Atlanta Falcons. But don't give up on Charlie Ward. You see, he still plays college basketball, and there's some thought that he might go in the NBA. And that's Look at Sports for tonight, folks.
Interesting that the NFL draft looked like both local teams did very well. The Raiders needed a linebacker. They got a good one. Rams needed everything. They got that.
They got everything that they needed, yeah. We hope so, yes.
Yeah.
You like our new digs? We didn't say anything about it yet tonight.
Oh, I love it. You dress so beautifully. Yes. Oh, you talking about these digs? Oh, yeah, this is cool.
These digs.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. Okay. Well, to her fans, Barbra Streisand is royalty, but according to her, she could have been the real thing.
Up next, why Babs is saying she could have married Prince Charles.
The Shell MasterCard from Chemical Bank is not just an ordinary credit card. It's a liquid asset. Because when you use it to buy the things you need, you earn free Shell gasoline. The more you use it, the more free Shell gasoline you earn. And with no annual fee, there's no reason not to take the plunge. To apply for the Shell MasterCard, call 1-800-FREE-GAS.
The house is this room, brick and mortar. A home is what'll take place in this room when we're all finished. What takes place inside of a house really makes it a home, and what takes place inside of one of our stores makes it a special place for the customers. What we are about is service. We're in the yes business. Yes, we accept American Express. The last thing that Home Depot is into is putting limits on customers.
The American Express card is welcomed at the Home Depot and lots of other places close to home.
Dear car owners, stop now for the big break at Midas. Get big savings on expert Midas brake services and quality parts. Drive in for a thorough Midas brake inspection today, and you'll get big brake values like these.
Midas provides expert brake repairs and low prices. In fact, we'll beat any competitor's price for the required service. On exhaust repairs, too. Don't pay more.
That's the Midas way. The way it should be.
From this day on, everyone who travels in this world will have a new way to communicate. Introducing World Phone from MCI. It means the end of complications, currency problems, and outrageous hotel surcharges. It means an operator who speaks your language to connect you with anyone virtually anywhere. It means low rates from overseas. And it means simplicity. All you need to turn any phone in the world into a world phone is your MCI card. World Phone from MCI. Let it take you around the world.
Discover a formula breakthrough from Lancôme Paris, Bienfait Total.
In French, it means total well-being.
By progressively activating key ingredients, Bienfait Total provides total hydration all day through physioconversion. Total radiance renewed all day. Protection assured at SPF 15.
For the total well-being of your skin.
Bienfait Total, premiering at Bullock's. Your bonus with Bienfait Total, a personal cleansing duo, Lancôme Paris.
Guess we can all relate to work getting in the way of fun, but Barbra Streisand says work may have cost her a crown. The superstar's in London right now for the kickoff to her world tour. Today she had a very public meeting with Prince Charles. But this, it turns out, isn't their first encounter. You see, the two met back in 1972. Today, Streisand said she might have become a princess if she'd only been more gracious. But work, she says, was making her grumpy. I've seen that happen to some people. But to me, it looks like she still has a chance. They seem to be saying something to each other without really saying a whole lot at all. A little spark in the air there.
Oh, that was sort of interesting. Isn't he married?
I think he's, that could get in the way. I don't think he is now.
We thank you very much for being with us tonight in our new home here at Action News.